Good morning, friends, and this is Bindu Malhotra from Irish Hypnosis Blantystown Clinic. Today I'm going to share about tips for weight loss. So I know it's a time that most of the people are struggling with weight. It's not easy with the lockdown that in the initial stages it was like we were trying our best to keep our immune system high as the fear about the illness and the virus was too high. But right now it's like it's never going to end, or when it's going to end. And that motivation somewhere is tapering down. So what is happening is we are sometimes comfort eating, we are not having that motivation that we had initially. And if we are struggling with weight issues and we want to come back, or we just want to tone, and we have so much time here now that we can tone ourselves and get the perfect abs or perfect shape that you always wanted or always dreamed, because now you have the time to do that. So what we are going to do today is I'm going to share with you all the tips and also about how I work with my clients when they come here with these issues and what are the experiences, because you will be able to relate with all those weight issues. Most of my clients would suggest, or they would have issues like they are comfort eating. They're eating even when they had a hearty meal, a nice healthy meal, and even then they feel they're still opening the press and they're in front of the fridge thinking about what more to eat. And it's a question that just is a trigger, or it's a signal for us to know that it's not the physical comfort that we are getting from the food. We are full, we already had a hearty meal. It's not hunger, but it's comfort that we are getting from the food. Is that if that happens to you, if you're opening a bar of chocolate and the chocolate is gone without you being conscious about it, or the chocolates, cakes, or takeaways, and it's all signal for us to realize that we are comfort eating. That means we are taking comfort from the food, which is actually not healthy for us, and we know that consciously. Most of the people are in the cycle where they are comfort eating, they are filling themselves up. Most of my clients now, they have this pattern, and you might relate to that. So first thing in the morning, they will wake up, they have this motivation, and they're feeling guilty about the last night that they had a lot, and they would not eat till maybe afternoon and then they would eat something healthy. After a while they feel more hungry and they want to eat more. They might get a takeaway, and then they're overeating, comfort eating, eating the wrong type of food, large portion size, eating so fast that they are not even conscious of that signal of hunger. In between, when you're full, you get the signal and you very clearly know that's the time to stop. And then most of my clients would have bulimia, where they're trying to throw out all that food that they're trying to eat, and they're feeling guilty before going to bed, and they promise themselves they will never do that again. But again, in the next morning, they're feeling bad about what they had already done in the last night, and the motivation level is down. They didn't go for exercise, they haven't done anything, and then it goes like a vicious cycle. And if you find yourself in that cycle, I'll give you some tips that will help you, which helps most of my clients. So first of all, try and use this video to help yourself, and take this as an interactive exercise where you can just jot down few answers for yourself. So I have few questions for you. So take a pen and paper and write it down for you. So how many takeaways or that you take in a week on average? So how many takeaways do you take or consume in a week's time? That means food that you're not preparing, which is not healthy, which is from someone else. You don't know what that is, how much lard, how much grease, or how much sugar is there in that food. Do you drink plenty of water, or how much quantity of water do you drink in a day? And the third question would be, do you eat to live, or do you live to eat? So what is your motto? What is your inner dialogue? And then when you wake up in the morning, what is happening inside your mind? What is your programming? What is your thought process? Is it that you plan for what you're going to eat throughout the day? Is it that what you're doing? If if food is always on your mind, is that what is happening? That what you want to eat in the morning, in the breakfast, in the evening, afternoon? What is happening there? So if food is always on your mind, then that's again a signal for you to. It's taking a lot of space in your mind, and it's taking. Hi there, good morning to you as well. So it's taking a lot of space in your mind, yeah. And then the next question I want you to ask is, what is your comfort food? So if you're feeling low, every person will reach out to one particular food. It could be chocolates, it could be, for most of my clients, some greasy food, some Chinese takeaway or pizza, whatever it is. Jot that down as this is your comfort food, and ask yourself why this is your comfort food. Because most of the time as a child we were rewarded by food. So if we have done something good, we were rewarded a chocolate, or we were rewarded some treat outside, some takeaway. And if now, when we have grown up and we are very much doing our things and independent, but still when we are finishing or accomplishing a task, or we have finished one particular task that we wanted to finish, we give ourselves that reward, saying that, yeah, I've done a lot today and this is my reward. So that reward programming is not yet cleared in, and we are still in that same old patterns of comforting from that kind of food. And also when we are feeling low, we need something to bring our emotions back. So something that brought comfort for me as a child will be sometimes a comfort food. For me, butter was a lot of comfort. I used to eat a lot of butter, a lot of milk. And then slowly, when I educated myself about the mucus diet and how food can actually cause discomfort rather than comfort, the more you educate yourself, the more you can find the right food habits, and you can break the old patterns. You can also ask questions: how much time do you invest in exercising? Exercise is very important for our physical health, and we all know our immune system is built every time we exercise. So how much exercise, how much time do I invest in planning for my exercise, and how much time do I genuinely go for exercise? Sometimes we can plan, we can have all the motivation to plan our day, our week, our month, and then we have excuses that we can't go because of this, because of that. And how committed are you to actually work on your health and lose this weight if you want to lose this weight? Also, how much aware are you about the calories that you're taking in and how much you're burning those calories? Your water intake, as I mentioned, is very important, because if you're burning your calories, if you're working out, you need to know how much you're working out, and you need plenty of water to be hydrated and cleansing and helping that fat that has been burned to be flushed out. So all these questions is what I'll be asking to my clients when they're here. I'll be asking, of course, more in depth, because it's not just the weight or the physical aspect that we are going to work when we are doing a weight loss program, or when we're working with our weight loss. It's the overall package of your mind, body, and spirit. So it's not just your physical appearance. I understand most of my clients hate what they look in their mirror. They don't like the dresses, they don't like what they're wearing, they don't feel comfortable. They keep beating themselves, they have a critical mind beating themselves. So it's all mental work as well. And spiritually, I have to be raising my vibration so that I can align, everything comes into place. So first of all, start with looking around in your room, in your house. How is your house like? If you feel there's a lot of clutter around you, and there's a lot of things that is just disturbing and not in place, then it's a reflection of you need to do a lot of internal work. And if you start working with your room, with your place, keeping it clean, in place, hygienic, you're also working somewhere internally to do that. All right, it's a reflection. When you understand that what you eat is what you are, every time you eat something, it is digested into vitamins, minerals, and it is going in every cell of your body, and that is what you are. So if you are like, I don't eat onions and garlic, but I am very much aware when someone like even my daughter eats garlic or onions, I am very much aware of the scent of that garlic coming out of her body. It's like she is garlic, she is onion for me, and I can't stand it sometimes. And I'm telling her, please, can you take a shower? Can you just go and eat something else to cleanse this? Because I can smell that. So as you're working with spiritual work, you heighten your senses. You can smell. I can sense the energy that she's getting out of it. And once there was a dog that my friend got. Just to show Tanisha, she used to love pets and animals. So just to keep her aware that it's not just an animal or just a pet, she brought that dog. And the dog was they are very sensitive to energies. So he just, moved around, and he came and he sat on my lap. And the minute he sat on my lap, I could smell every animal that this dog has consumed. So I could smell everything, all the graveyard that was there in his stomach, and I couldn't stand it. I had to put him down because it was so much, so intense for me. So everything that I'm eating is actually what I am. So what am I consuming? What am I putting inside my body? Am I mindful, knowing what I'm eating? So you have to be, I can give you loads of tips, but you have to make it practical for yourself, make it slow, integrate one tip in one day, and then continue that, and then integrate the other tip, because I will give you loads of tips and they are all going to help you. You can make this success for yourself, because with my hypnosis program, what I do with my clients is I reprogram their subconscious minds, because consciously we know what we need to do, what we need to stop. We are comfort eating, there's a sadness inside, or there's some unresolved emotional issue that has to be cleared, and that is the emptiness that I'm trying to feed in or fill in with this food, which is unhealthy. I am not having the motivation to get up, get out of the bed and do the cooking myself, or I am so tired with the work and it takes so much of my energy. I have no time for myself because I have to give time to my work, my family, and then I have no time for myself. So there's so much pressure with this lockdown, and I understand that there's a lot happening for people. And so I just thought it would be nice if I can help you guys with some tips that will help you. It's very simple, very easy. Now, what I want to also share with you is, when you jot down all these answers for yourself, this will give you a clear idea of what you need to work on. This is what you already know, but when you put it down on paper, it is more visible for you. You can see it clearly, and now you start working by taking one thing at a time. So with my hypnosis program, what I do with my clients is I work on the mind. Yeah, the mind is more or less like a computer. So you can our program, yeah, our computers are already pre-programmed. Yeah, some of the programmings are done already, like respiration, your breathing, your digestion. This is all, you can't program it, it's just naturally happening. It's your unconscious mind that is taking care of it. Whereas some programmings are installed in our subconscious. As the day we were born, we are slowly programmed based on our experiences, what we see, we observe, what we believe is all saved in our programming. So just like reward, like tricks and treats, all these things are programming. I've experienced it and I've registered that. So all this is programmable. You can change this program. So if I have taken some bad habits which I don't feel is good for me now, butter is not good for me, it's very bad for my cholesterol, whatever reason, I understand I have to change it, and then I can reprogram it. Now, consciously, most of the people know what they're doing wrong with the weight loss. They need to go for exercise, they need to do this, they need to stop eating the takeaways, no greasy food, no fried food, no anything packed. They know that. Plenty of water. But why they're not able to do it is because they don't know how to access their own subconscious mind and change the program. And there comes the role of me, or people like me, as a therapist, where we are your guide to put those suggestions or those programming installed in your subconscious mind. So it's not an effort for you anymore. It's not that I have to eat fruits or I have to eat. It's natural that your subconscious will tell you time to go out for an exercise, time to go out and drink your water, time to go out and grab a fruit or some healthy juice or drinks. So it's your subconscious which tells you automatically. So you have your inner programming set, which is right now telling you to comfort eat, will be reversed to telling you eat the right quality of food and the right quantity of food. It will tell you when you're full and you will stop eating there and then. So it's a programming. It's a very nice program which all my clients love because it starts, you can see the results immediately. So what hypnosis will do is it will reduce your portion size, first of all. It will slow down your eating. You will be mindful. You'll be chewing your food. You'll be taking your time. You will be choosing the right. You'll be reaching out for the right. You'll be reading your labels. You'll be understanding the calories in and out. You will be very much aware and conscious of what you're putting in your body naturally. You will take your time to cook your own food. In fact, if that is practical for you, and you will be consuming more water, you will be taking your exercise, you'll be planning your life, not just your weight loss program is not your life. You will be planning your entire life. Anything that your weight or because of your weight has caused maybe low self-esteem or have stopped you from socializing or stop you from wearing something that you want to wear or stop you from doing something that you always wanted to do. It's opening those avenues, not just a weight loss program. It's just opening so many possibilities and avenues for you that anything that weight or that issue has stopped you from doing is now open for you, that you can reach out and you can actually achieve anything that you want to achieve. So it's just reprogramming your entire life. So you choose how you want to live your life from now. It's just not just a weight loss because that can be some heaviness that people are carrying, not just physically but a mental. It causes a lot because if they were bullied or they've been shamed about their weight or people have made them feel you're odd, and the people have made fun about that, and they were always pointed by their own parents that you're fat or you're conscious about being odd and not being able to feel comfortable and the feeling of bloated all the time, then this is what you're carrying, and this is freedom for your mind to be free from all that kind of heaviness that one is carrying with the excess weight. Yes, you must have tried many programs before, and you must have done a lot of weight loss drinks and shakes and all those things. You might say, I've tried the diets and I've tried all those things, but nothing works, or it just works for a while and then it comes back again and the motivation goes. So if you have not tried hypnosis ever, then I would recommend you highly, because this is one of the most powerful tool that I understand and I have experienced. It just changes your entire programming or whatever that block is. It's not just working on we are not telling you what to eat, what not to eat. It's you deciding, you choosing, and you know the best about yourself. It's programming. We are right now in a hypnosis. Yeah? It's we can be hypnotized. There's a virus. We can be hypnotized. There's a school system that is the only way to get a job. We can be hypnotized that the only people who are right are government. So we can be hypnotized with anything. Yeah, and it's all a state of hypnosis. So we don't know more, they know more. So it's all hypnosis, and we can be in this state of hypnosis all our life, or we can choose to live our life with our common sense and with our own inner wisdom and awaken it and bring ourselves to that spiritual state where I can see, I can understand, and I can do things right from my understanding. So you have that wisdom, and what we do is we tap in that wisdom and we awaken that. So you choose what is right for you. You know already, but it's just a matter of reaching to that place, and the only way possible is when you're fully committed to work on yourself. You say, yes, I'm ready to work on myself. So the first thing I do when my clients come here is clear their emotional stuff. I just work. The first session I will give them will be clearing all that they were crying about. and I ask them, do you want to cry about it again? And they say, I can't, because that emotions are completely disconnected and gone. So when that barrier that is not letting them see anything, and that pain and the emotions that is just in their face, can't let them see anything further, is cleared from the way, they have that commitment and that motivation that will say, yes, I want to change my life. I want to just, take me, help me, and I'm here with the weight loss program, and I'll give my 100%. Because when my clients give me their 100%, I am definitely there, because I take a lot from them, and I give my 100%, more than 100%, I'll say, for any client when they come here. So so as I promised you tips for your weight loss, I would suggest you to understand that even if you have tried the weight loss programs and diets, and if it has not worked, it's just a mental block. It's just a barrier. It's not real, and you can always remove it. It's your mind, so you can change anything. It's just a matter of one thought of having that clear commitment that I want to change, and then there's nothing that can stop you from doing that. So I'm going to give you some tips. I've jotted it down. So the first one is try and change your plate size. So if you're eating in big plate, try and reduce it to a small side plate, and try and change the color of it, which is not very appealing. So some people don't like blue plates and it's more the doctor's, color, the clinic's color. So try and have those blue plates if you like, because that's not very appealing for the brain. Change it, and have your knives, and every time you take a bite, just put down your knife and fork, your spoons, and allow yourself to enjoy the flavors and chew your food slowly. Try and be conscious of while you're eating that you're not watching anything. Don't try and eat anything in front of television sets or your phone. Try to put it aside if you genuinely are serious, and to try and help yourself. Try not to eat in front of television sets or while you're watching some things. Just be mindful while you're eating. Read books that can educate you. If you're on Netflix, watch What the Health. It's a good documentary. Catastrophe. It's all good documentaries that will keep you. I am reading this book called Professor Arnold Ehret's Mucusless Diet Healing System. One of the best books I have read. I am not a reader, but if I read something, I like it. I do a lot of online reading rather than books, but this was recommended. This came to me, and there was a reason. There's a lot of how mucus is saved in our system, the entire passage, and it never can clear unless and until you fast. And in the weight loss program, the first thing that clears in your body is the mucus and the poisonous toxins that is saved in the passage. So how you can naturally heal it's not that you have to go on crash dieting and just fast. No, there's a system of doing it. So you read the book, understand it, educate yourself about it, and then you take bite size. Just don't start anything like that without complete understanding of it. So you need to understand it, you need to have the motivation, and then you bring it. So when you're watching documentaries like What the Health, or you get the complete understanding about how much we are hypnotized about so many things that is beneficial for sale. It's a product that is being sold, and why are the consumers buying it? So it's a hypnosis. If you're buying it, they have sold an idea to you. That's why you're buying it. There's so many products. Why are you buying that? So understanding that the bigger picture about it, and then being wiser, which most of the people are. They're trying to be conscious of what they're eating the right kind of food. But I don't blindly follow everything. I have to experience it myself. I have to consume it, see how my body feels about it. If my body doesn't like it, I'm not going to take it, no matter there's a very good research by herbalists or even by doctors or WHO. I don't care, because I have to listen to my body. So you have to listen to your body, and you should have that connection with your elements. This is your elements. You have all the 5 elements here. Your body is the 5 elements, and you're the soul who has to connect and understand that. So that's your so not watching while you're educating yourself. Drinking plenty of water. So try and drink as much fluid, as much water that you can. I would also recommend look into green juices and all those healthy drinks that you can get, the organic, healthy, pure, rich green juices. So I got this very good help from one of the guy here who is into plant-based, and I've learned how to make my own green juice. So it's all about educating yourself and learning, not just educating but learning that art, integrating in your life, and then it depends on how motivated you are to really bring that change. um, Learn some lovely exercises. If you don't like exercising, if you feel I don't really like exercising, then learn dance. Then do something that you like, or a sport, cycle, swim, go and see. It's a nice time, summer here. So do what you feel like to move your body. It's very important to keep your body movement going, and no matter what the time is going on or what is happening in your life, you always take time to do the movement, the exercise for your body, to keep yourself, your mind clear. Even if you're going for a walk, it's great because you're getting the rich oxygen in your brain, you are feeling good, you're looking at the sky, and when you look up, automatically your vision is broader, you're looking at a broader sky, and you're clearing your mind somewhere. So in NLP, we learn how looking up and just looking up in the sky can change your. When you're feeling low, when you're into feelings, you're looking down, and you're into looking down, and your head is down. But when you look up, you're automatically looking at the sky, and your brain does something different, where you are now in a different wavelength, where you are in visualize something positive, visualize yourself as a nice, slim, trim, perfect shape, size, weight that you want to be, and try and make it real for yourself, so that you can walk towards that image that you have in your mind, in your imagination. Meditation is very important. It's not just the exercise of the body, but it's also your mental health, and that's why meditation works a lot. I am a meditation teacher myself. I love to meditate every day and teach people how to meditate. It's having creative meditation is very important, not just the same old patterns. But and even my sessions will be very creative when I'm working with my clients. I don't try to take them in the same ways unless and until it's required to create the pathway, the neural pathways in your brain. Apart from that, I work with a lot of creative meditation, so that the mind has a lot of creative pathways to explore and experience, and it has a different exercise every day. So you're working on a different muscle every time. So I'm working on a virtue someday, I'm working on my weakness someday, I'm working on my anger someday. So I work on different things internally. There's a lot to clear. So to declutter, to clear internally and then externally, and then it will come in your food and what you choose. Your choices will change. Where you pay your attention is important. So when you start to read books like the mucus-less diet healing system, you are putting your attention there, and that thing is registering in your mind somewhere. You are helping yourself by enriching your thought process. Even if you have read it or heard about it, it's a seed that you have sown inside your mind, and it will grow slowly. So yeah, that is one of the things. It's all about keeping a balance with your mind, body, and soul. It's not just the physical. And none of my programs are only working on your physical health. We have pain control. We have, hypnotic childbirth. There's so much that we have here, but I work with mind, body, soul, everything together. So it's a package, not just weight that we work on. And it's the self-esteem that comes back for a person with the weight, because they can be what they want to be, they can look how they want to look like. People go for so many surgeries and so many unnatural ways to look good, but when you're meditating, you automatically look younger. Your skin is getting healthier when you're drinking all these nice green juices and all the healthy food that you need to drink. You are keeping your body healthy when you're exercising, you're taking the right food intake. So what you eat is what you are. And that's why it's very important to make any program a success. You need to integrate and have that commitment that you want to bring the change. No one can do that for you. As a therapist, I can be there to support you shoulder to shoulder, but I can't do it for you. I can be the guide to help you program that, whatever you want, but you have to give me your 100% work with me. So if you're really looking for help, and if the tips are going to help you, do send me comments about it if these tips were helpful for you. And if you feel you need some help clearing your emotions or those emptiness that you're trying to fill in with the comfort eating or food, I'll be more than happy to be here to help you here. I'm also available online, and I am working or if you need me to once the lockdown open, and if you're in the 5 kilometer radius, you're more than welcome to come at my clinic as well. I have a special program on 17th and 18th, which is my hard work, which is my creativity again. With this lockdown, I had a lot of time to be creative, not just my personal life, but also I have worked for the community to bring mindfulness, because I feel it's very important to be awake and conscious and live our life to the fullest. If we can be here in this moment, just like now, in this moment, I can see sun is shining beautifully outside, and just to be mindful of it's such a beautiful day. It's gorgeous. It's just amazing. Just look at it. Just look at the sun shining out. It's beautiful, and how amazing that makes me feel. It's just a great feeling. So just being aware of something which is natural, which is present in this moment, which is here, I feel absolutely amazing. I feel blessed. So it's a matter of just being fully present in the moment, in the here and now. So I have created this mindfulness for beginners course, which is my purest intention is to make everyone live their life with pure joy, happiness, free from any distresses, free from any kind of course, emotions are going to come, situations are going to come, but having tools and educating what are those tools and what are the ways how we can change those emotions and come out of that as quick as possible. So we have to deal with it. The difficult times, I know, is when we have to make decisions. I know it's the most difficult times when you have to make decisions, and that decision is not just for your life, but it's for your loved one's life as well. And that's the most difficult times. And sometimes situations are so painful when it comes from your loved ones, and when you're down in that pain, it's a matter of just going through the process and then having the tools of how to come out of it, how to take help immediately rather than just staying there hoping someone will understand and they will do the right things. It doesn't happen. I need to take the actions and bring myself, because it's very easy to go down there, but it takes a lot of effort to come out from there. And that's why it's important that we will do the right kind of work that we need to do on ourselves. So that's why I've created this mindfulness for beginners, and it is on 17th and 18th of April. So it will be a great experience for anyone who join. It will be all the tools, tricks that I have gathered for years of my work, trying to be mindful, because my work is all about listening and being really present with my clients so that I can give them the best of my time and my ability and my expertise to bring a success for their program, for their sessions. So that's about the tips about weight loss for you today, and hope this was helpful. Thank you for tuning in and listening. If you're watching the repeat telecast, thank you so much for watching, and you're very warm welcome on my page as well. So I'm going to do another live tomorrow on past life. Now that's one of the most beautiful experiences I had personally when I was in my past lives, and it's one of the best. Regressions are my favorite. I love regression because you can't be trained for that. You have to jump with whatever comes up, as your client can throw anything in a regression session, and it's an amazing journey. So I'm going to share a few journeys of my clients and how amazing it is to experience that and travel through that experience. And if you like to experience that, that's one of the best experiences I feel everyone should take. It's some people do it with curiosity, and some people do it because they want to find out a particular fear or phobia or one particular reason that they want to clear. I do weight loss as well, but sometimes I take them in the past life regression if there is something unusual. Like one of my clients, they had a habit of always filling up the press. They will always have enough, more than enough. Even the food is getting expired, but they have plenty, more than plenty, and they always offer people food. Just like my father. If you go to him, if you know him, the only slogan he has is, "Would you like to eat something?" And we get sometimes fed up, especially my mother gets fed up, because Indian men don't cook. They just, tell, can you cook for him? Can you do something for him? And it's, as a child, as a daughter there, I know it was very torturing whenever anyone comes in and he would offer food. And that is, now that I'm a therapist, I understand it's because people can carry their past experiences as a block or as a personality habit. So what is happening here is he was in the time of partition of India and Pakistan. He must have gone through a time of hunger, and that's what he has started having so much respect for food, that whoever comes in my place, in my home, he will offer them food. The same with my other client who used to keep filling his presses with food. We realized in his past life he was on the road begging for food as a child, and then because he starved and he died because of starvation, food was very important subconsciously for the soul. So the soul always felt that there should be plenty of food. He made sure there's plenty to earn, plenty of money to buy it, plenty of food for everyone. Even if it's getting expired, it's okay, but people should have enough and more than enough. And when we work on such cases and such regression sessions, it helps the soul to clear that block. And once it's cleared, and they can feel at ease that there's enough around you. You don't need to keep feeding and filling your body like a dustbin, and you don't have to treat yourself with disrespect. It's okay, there'll be always plenty. It's that time has gone. This is a different time, and you can turn off that mode that you turned on. So yeah, the regression sessions are great, and I'm going to talk a little bit more about the past life regressions and past life journey, which I've done from shamanic practices or Akashic records and other practices. It's one of my best experiences. I love doing that with my clients as well. So I would be sharing all those lovely experiences that me and my clients had tomorrow as well on the same page here, Irish Hypnosis Blanchestown. So hope you guys have a great day and a great weekend. I'll see you guys tomorrow, and bye for now.